Welcome back, everyone, to episode 4 of my Link to the Past Longplay. In the last episode, we managed to get the third pendant we needed to retrieve the Master Sword, and went to Hyrule Castle to try to save a newly kidnapped Princess Zelda, and unfortunately we got sucked into the Dark World, so we need to go collect more stuff. It's kind of the theme of most Zelda games. Go collect things so that you can save the princess. Alright, so look at that. There's a heart piece right out on the edge of this pyramid. Get things started pretty quickly with a new heart piece. And get my health back. Thanks to our journey into the Dark World, we now have a whole new host of baddies that we're going to start seeing that we didn't see in the normal, I guess, light world is what they would call it. Including these guys who throw bombs like crazy. Which I don't think you can kill them very easily. I mean, it takes a ton of hits to kill them. There we go. But they do drop bombs. I don't think there's anything else here we can do for now. First thing that we can do, I believe that involves an item, is there should be something up here at the lake that we can get to. So there's still going to be mines just like there were in the light world underneath some bushes, but now rocks can actually have actual enemies inhabiting them, or I guess maybe the rocks are the enemies, whatever. The skull things are bads. Alright, so you see there's the ability to buy a shield here, which is important because I believe not here, but on the western side of the map, there are enemies that will be able to eat you, kind of like the like-likes from the first game. And if they do that, they will actually eat your shield. Yep, there's another baddie. Alright, so we gotta run into those. This technically I could have just fallen into the pit, but whatever. What does this say? Lake of Ill Omen. Ah, you jerk. Well, he hits hard, too. That was 2 hearts. Alright, so... Curses to anyone who throws something into my circle of stones. Well, let's go get cursed. And we're accosted by a fish! Was it you who disturbed my peaceful nap? I will give this to you if you go away. Yoink! This is the Quake Medallion. Its magic causes the ground to shake and defeats nearby enemies. Watch your magic meter. Now, I don't know if it's specific to one or if you can use any of them, but I believe there is one cave you have to use a medallion in order to enter. And if it is any specific medallion, I believe this Quake one is usually the one that I use to do so. So that would make that a key item, but some of the others, like Ether, I don't think are actually necessary. Aha! Out of the way. Oh, come on. Man, everyone's hitting harder now. Oh. Gotcha. But same rules apply for trees in this area as in the light world, where if you need some health, you can run into them, and with luck, I believe they still drop some kind of fruit. Not 100% certain on that. Not quite enough for health. And we're gonna go in here. Now, this is where the magic mirror actually will help you out, because you can use that just to hop back into the light world. And I believe if you hadn't already gotten the jar, you can go under the bridge there just to get it. However, there is something we want this way. I don't know if it's something I ever really paid much attention to, but whenever he takes a swing or a breaststroke in the water there, he opens his mouth and it kind of looks like he's just taking a big old gulp of water. Oh, there it is. Yeah, those things. You gotta stay away from them. They will eat your shield. Alright, so we're looking for... I think it's this one here. So, hey! Stop it! Get away from me. I'm gonna go back to the light world here. And there's the heart piece that we were seeing earlier. Yoink! And now we can go back. And what we'll do, because we don't need to have every last dime that I have right now. If I can teleport back on the island, maybe not. No, I can't. Oh, I can. Okay, cool. Thought you had to be on land in order for it to work. Let's just go ahead and dump some cash into our reserves again. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, yeah, I did. Alright, I thought I had 25. Now, before we leave, I'll top off with the fairies in the cave next door. Let's see. Let's do... Boy, I really don't know. I guess we'll do one of each. I'll do bombs. And then we'll do one of arrows. A little luck. Okay, now we'll do one arrow. Alright, so we have a total of 4 more upgrades that we can do here. Because we'll pick up 5 each to the maximum the next time we buy one for the bombs and one for the arrows. And then one more that we can purchase for bombs and arrows that'll give us 10 instead of just 5. Why did it go that way? I don't know. Oh, come on. Okay, anyway. I believe that's everything that we could do for now. Uh-oh. Whoa! That almost was a big botch. Let's flip over to the boomerang, which I'm not using nearly enough to justify it being constantly equipped. And do the thing that makes absolutely no sense. We're going to get back out of the water using the springboard, as most people normally do. No, no, no. Come on, hit him. There we go. Alright, I said there you could still get fruit out of these. Let's watch me be completely wrong. There we go. I was right. And this was a shop before. Now it's just a fairy cave. So they do not stay... Well, it might have been a shop. I don't think they all do the same thing in the dark world and light world, so it's one thing that you want to keep an eye out for. Check new buildings and caves because they may not do the same thing they used to. Of course, in this Dark World version of the layout, it's not the same as it was before, and we need to find a monkey to get us around one of the traps. And I think he's actually inside some of the grounds around here, but let's see. Oh, here we go.
You're new here, aren't you? Did you come here looking for the power of gold? Are you too late? It will obey only the first person who touches it. The man who last claimed the power of gold wished for this world. It reflects his heart. Yes, I came here because of greed for the golden power, and look what happened to me.
I turned into broccoli.
To restore the golden land, a person worthy of the golden power must defeat the man who created this place. Until that time, I am stuck in this bizarre shape. But what a mischievous thing to leave lying around, the power of gold. Triforce.
Ooh. As though it was ever going to be anything else, it's always about the Triforce. I think these are always hearts, even if you come back into the cave after leaving. So if you need health, this is an easy spot to get it. Or you could literally go one screen down and just go to the fairy cave, but whatever. Alright, so I don't know if they made it too obvious, but there's little dots on the ceiling of that hedge maze there that you can see through. And I believe it's through every version of the path that you have to go through, including here. But I don't think you can see the monkey hiding inside until you actually pass a certain checkpoint, and then he'll start following you. So you gotta enter here. And there he is. Hello. I'm Kiki the monkey. Kiki! I love rupees more than anything. Can you spare me 10 rupees? Give him 10 rupees. Kiki, Kiki! Good choice. I will accompany you for a while. Kiki! I don't know what the Kiki is supposed to sound like, but I don't think I did it right. It's alright, we still had enough money to get his help. Would have been embarrassing if I just spent all my money and then he would have not helped us. Kiki, if you give me 100 rupees, I will open the entrance for you. Kiki. Ask him to open it. Oh, I thought he... Oh, come back! Ah, crap, I guess I hit the wrong button. Now I am gonna run out of money. Get him. Oh, cool. I hit the bomb out of the air with my sword and it didn't immediately hit me. Alright, let's see if I can get him back. There he is. 11... Okay, yeah. Give him 10 rupees. Had to spend more money to get him back. It was just 10 to open it, right? Ask him to open it. What? Wait, how much does he want? I better go farm for some cash, I guess. This is what I get for blowing all my money to upgrade some bombs and arrow inventory slots that I literally am not going to need. Yes, I know you're following me. It looks like he doesn't ask for money if you're not going towards the temple. So, there's that. Oh, look at that. He's fast for a little monkey. He's got a tail. I think that's the differentiating characteristic. Apes don't have tails. Monkeys do. Oh, did I need that? I did not. Gotcha. I need some tree cash. Oh, a fairy came out of that one. Rule of thumb with trees and any contents you can knock out of them. The trees that are in clusters don't drop anything. It's only the individual trees that drop stuff. Ah, now you don't. Get out of here. Oh, no, you don't. Sweet. Big money. Uh-oh. Getting plenty of bombs and stuff, but I don't need any bombs. Any cash. Owie! I think that's a marker to tell you that you can come back here in the light world and get something. But you have to go in there. What does he tell me? No, I need to save money. I guess the easy way to find out if there's something here is to literally come back. And there is, but we'd have to go into that little... We won't be able to do that just yet. We'll be able to come back here later and do it. Oh, look at that, fairies. Yeah, the item in the next cave will actually get us in there, but we need to get into the palace first, and I should really pay attention to what the little monkey wants in order to get in. There we go. Yoink! Ah, oh, come on! Man, that guy hit hard. Let's go get the health back before we start this one. Oh! And try not to die getting there. That bird hit me for 3 hearts. Thank you. Flip back to the boomerang. Ow! Alright, so let's go this way. Is it this way? No, it was this way. Wait. No, not that way. It is this way. It is not this way. This way! Oh, God! Come on! Alright, good. We should have way more money than we need now. I don't think he wanted more, what, 20 rupees to open the door? I really should have been paying attention when I was going up there. I kept just trying to skip through it, and I was like, no, you should find out what he wants first. Got him. Alright, yes, take the money. You want 10 rupees. Now let's see how much you want for this. Watch it be like 50. Ah, come on. Oh, I lost him! You dick! Get out of here! Stop it! I can't afford to keep doing this. Better just be 50. Alright. 100! Jesus! Alright. Wow. That's expensive. Let's see what we can do to get it without having to leave the area. I'm gonna have to leave. And there was an enemy that kept dropping 20 rupees directly south of this, but maybe I'll get lucky and that is a recurring drop for him. No, I'm not giving you the money right now. Screw off. Ow! Oh, this stupid bird. Nope, 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 nope. Get out of here. Now, we haven't seen any of them just yet, but there are trees in the Dark World that actually are alive. And if you go up to the front of them and grab this part, which is kind of like their nose, and pull on it, you can get them to drop items, I believe. It's been a while. I think that works on all of them. All the live ones, not the dead ones like these. Nope, not this way. Cash, cash. Cash. It's another easy farm spot's actually to go back to the first area. There's a whole bunch of grass you can run back and forth in. Ow! Right here. Now we're gonna get some... Oh, there we go. Out of here, bee. Oh, if I hit the grass. I think every time you find a rock in the grass, it is an enemy. Oh, let's get in line. Oh, there we go. Stay away. He's trying to chase me. Yeah, I would think a bomb would be strong enough to blow apart grass, but I've also never detonated a bomb before, so I can't say for sure. There we go. This is not turning out as lucrative as I thought it was going to. No! Get it! Nice. Well thrown. Alright, wow, this really did not pay off. I was hoping for more cash than that. We gotta have at least, I'd say, 120 in case the monkey runs off the first time I try to get him. Ah, come on. Stupid cow! Uh-huh. I got that sweet, sweet fruit! Well, let's go back to the spot where we found the 20 rupee drop and see if maybe, just maybe, it's gonna recur every time I go in there. Nope. No. No. I think it was one of those three guys up there that dropped it. Nope, but he did drop a fairy. Ah, went over the edge. Alright, so that did not produce the money that I was hoping for. I'll try again. Uh-oh. Ah, come on. I think you pick these... No, you can't. I was gonna say, I thought you could pick up some of the enemies, the smaller ones, once you stun them, but I don't think that's the case. Can I pick up anything? There we go. Yes, please. Come back. Aha! Alright, so we need 14 rupees more, and then we can get back in. Nine more. I could technically start going that way now and probably be alright, but then I'll run into another one of those big ogres and they'll throw a bomb at me. I guess they're Cyclopses? Cyclopes? Cyclopi. Aha! Alright, we got enough. Oh, no. It's not this way. It's this way. Big arrow telling me where to go. Uh-huh. Alright. Where are you, you greedy little bastard? There he is. Yes, I'll give you 10 rupees. Now, the good news, if there's any good news about all the money I've wasted trying to get him to open this stupid door is, once it's open, it stays open. You don't have to keep paying him every time you want to come back in here.
Give me 100 rupees, I will open the entrance for you.
Yes, open it.
Kiki, good choice. Then I get 100 of your rupees. Kiki.
Pop. Alright, so I never caught the name of this one. Welcome to the Gorilla Cave Temple. Aha! I don't think you can kill those guys with a straight-on sword attack because their helmet will actually deflect it, so you do have to hit them with a projectile, like a pot like that. Also, I mentioned before that there was a third theme song for the temples or dungeons, and this is it. I thought you could push that, I guess not. Maybe it's the other side. You go in on the right side, you should be able to do it. Over here. Gotcha. don't know if this one actually does anything. Yeah, see, that one moves. We have the key that we can go through the center already, but we'll check down here and see if there's anything of use. Alright, so, I mentioned before you could use magic power to do something to these guys, and that's what you could do with them. So now you can turn them into a very useful fairy character, and that does work every single time. Oh. So if you need more, you can get a couple here, and I don't know if there's anything... Well, there is. There's a bombable wall right here. Let's see what our friend says. Oh!
Lunk, can you hear me? It's me, Zelda. I am locked in Turtle Rock on top of Death Mountain. I know you were doing your best, but please hurry.
So now we actually know where the princess is. We just know that she was kidnapped, and that was it. Very important. Do not hit those guys with just your sword. They will electrocute you. I think they can. It may not be every attack. It may just be certain attacks. Like when they actually electrocute themselves. Those guys, easy enough to kill. These actually spit at you, which I think you cannot block. Now, good trick to getting them if you don't want to take the hit is do this. Oh, I missed. Do this. I think you can hit them. That's when they do it. All right. There we go. Gotcha. And those guys there will actually break into little ones, which do the same thing. Oh, I almost botched that. Now I don't have to worry about touching them at all. I can just use the beam attack to hit them. Sometimes. If they're inside of a wall really close to it, the beam won't actually reach them. Yoink. Alright, now we have the map. And no way to get down because we do not have the dungeon item just yet. And we can check here, but I don't think either of these... Well, maybe they do. Let's see. Yes, they actually both do. Alright. Let's go and blow both open. 1. 2. Ah, fairies. Alright, well, we don't need those yet. We'll leave them as they are. Hopefully they'll come back. Another key. We will probably need that. I don't think it's late enough in the game yet where we'll go into a couple of dungeons where you'll actually find some keys that you don't need to use, and then you can hold on to them for later. But I think there are a couple of locations where you can do that. I love this one. If you actually put the bomb there and blow it up and for some stupid reason stand there, you'll actually fall into the pit. Why would you do that? I don't know. Oh, look at that. A lucky little fairy pickup. Yoink. I don't know why that called for a yoink sound. You cannot hurt these turtle enemies just yet. So your best option is just leave them alone. And I think one of these, if it's not this one, it's the one on the right side, will actually drop you into a room. Yeah, it looks like it is this one. I'm not sure which side. We'll come back to that. We don't have to do it right now. I do think it matters whether or not you come at it from the northern side of the hole or the southern side. Ah, look at that. Can't do it. I think you can get over there this way. No, you can't. You only can push the lower one, and that's to get out of there. All right, so I kind of bungled that. Let's leave, and maybe they'll reset. Take two. All right, they did reset. I'll tell you what, because I think you can actually get... It is this side, I think, because the staircase there comes from the bottom, and then you actually can fall back in the pit onto a spot in the lower floor that you can get back to the normal map. Yeah, like this. Perfect. There's a keyed door there. That's how you get back upstairs. And I may... Yep, I can. Alright, let's get this. Another key. Ah, crap. Oh, crap. I don't think you can actually kill these guys. And I don't think the turtles will die at all. To anything, yeah. Our only option is just avoid them for now. Where does this take me? Oh, okay. Good. I burned a key to get a key. That made no sense. Yep. Split them. Ease away through here. Push that. Oh, interesting. I thought I got the key. Oh, no, because I fell in the pit. All right, well, we'll do that again, I guess. Another bomb. Should have gone upstairs first. Like the nice little touch that they added there where every time you go upstairs you hear doot, 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 and then when you go downstairs it's doot, 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 doot. Not the same both ways. Nope, 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 nope. I don't want to fight you guys. Go away. So we have the key and we have the dungeon map. We're looking for the compass and obviously the item in the dungeon, the big pickup. I don't know if there's anything we can do here. Oh, there is. Okay. Let's see if we can hit that. Nope, we can't. At least not like I just did. Nope. But we can go up north. That's good. Now, if we wanted to, we could get back down there and flip it, but I don't need to right now. What I need to do is explore north and west of here if we can. Oh, very important. Gotta run fast here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! You jerk. Alright. I think we reset it this way. Yes, we do. Take the jar with me. Got rid of him. There we go. And this is how we get to the dungeon item. I don't believe my shield will block those fireballs, so you don't want to get hit by them. Didn't need those. We have plenty right now. I'm beating it over your head right now. If you don't have bombs, you should get some. And you do need to use one on the wall right over here somewhere. Swatch. Let's swatch. Here we go. I got the magic hammer. You can drive wooden stakes down into the ground. You can use it to pound on other things too. Now, what makes it magic? I don't know. It's red. It looks like some kind of sherbet on a stick. Sherbet is magic. Sherbet? Everyone says sherbet, but it's actually sherbet. There's no extra R in there. Which makes you question why everyone says it the wrong way. And that is why you need the hammer. At least down here. Now, they won't stay flipped forever, so you do have to kind of kill them quickly. And there's the compass, so now we know how to get to the final boss, who is downstairs, and I think we have to go up and right to get to that, so let's go through here real quick. Oh. It's a little bit of fun. You don't have to do this, but you can actually push that bottom spike out of the way by pushing a statue towards it. Like so. And I think he'll actually break free if you push all the way to the edge. Alright, so we needed to go down to the right to get those last couple of rooms. And we will have to jump this gap here to do that. Hup. Oh! Get! Go! Oh! Oh! I think the hammer works on these guys. It does, but it's no better than the sword in this case. Oh, come on! Get back that heart real quick, quick, before it disappears. Alright. Good, got some health. And let's go ahead and bop you. And a good little trick there if you want to get through the pegs and flip them is to throw a bomb and then run between them before the bomb detonates. You usually do have enough time. There's the switch. Oh, look at that. It won't stay closed. So you gotta push a statue on it. There we go. Alright, so another trio of these guys. 1, 2. And we'll do the thing that we were doing before. Peg. Peg. Easy enough. They give you the arrows back if you were really struggling to figure that one out, but it's pretty easy. Whoa! Okay. I'm gonna wait. There. We got it. Now, you can see on the floor there that this keeps going to the right, but you can't do anything about it if you don't do this. Would have been nice if they had said something about this one, or at least set a precedence for shooting statues in the eye. I don't know how obvious that is. I don't think it's nearly as obvious as they probably assumed it would be. I mean, they do look like the statues from the first couple of dungeons that you had to poke in the eye with an arrow to kill. But you could also just hit them with jars, so if it never occurred to you to try hitting them with the arrows, you may never have tried it. So, yeah, if they get back up like that one just did, obviously they're angry that you flipped them over and they'll actually come after you a little bit more aggressively. Alright, so, pop. Oh no, I don't have a key. Alright, well, let's see where we could have gotten one. We could have gone downstairs from that one set of stairs that I kind of ignored. And now I may not be able to get back to. There we go. Oh. Oh. Well, let's see if we have what it takes to get it back. Alright, so we have to pop this to get back in here. And nothing on me, kid. Look at this. Get. See ya. So here is exactly what I was talking about. Use a bomb. Throw it. Uh-oh. No, I didn't do it in time. Ah, come on! Why is there a delay in me throwing? There we go. There we go. And we are going to have to loop back around to that entrance to go downstairs. And here's where the hammer comes into play against these guys. Or not. Or not. Well, you know, whatever. You can actually use them against these guys to great effect if you actually hit them, which obviously I botched hard. In fact, it's pretty important that you try that because the enemy in this area, the final boss, is going to be very reminiscent of those little tiny dudes with the masks. Oh, good chance to get our health back. Oh, no, I don't need those, but I do want to hit this guy. Perfect. And if you somehow are tapped out of cash, you can get a whole bunch of it right back here. I think this is the key. No. I hope there's a key somewhere. There it is. Alright. And we'll nail the other one on the way back. Don't need it, but we'll pick them up anyway. Her, it. There we go. Now we have a whole bunch of cash we can take with us to the final dungeon. Or the final area of the dungeon, I should say. Now let's put the hammer on. Put the hammer on so we can put the hammer down. I have to jump the gap to get the switch back. And I think I had to do it again? Well, we'll find out in a second. Alright. Good to go. Oh, we gotta kill these guys again. No guaranteed arrow drops after this one. But we'll try to get these. There we go. Perfect. I don't need anything else. Well, bombs would have been nice. Ooh. There we go. Flip back to the hammer real quick. I believe if you hit the underside of the turtle with the hammer, it'll actually kill them in one hit. But also, the game will permanently label you as a monster for hitting a turtle shell with a hammer. What the hell's the matter with you? Oh, whoa! It's bad enough you're killing this poor thing. You had to do it in an extra violent and cruel manner? Now, you gotta be careful when you're hitting the ground near flipped turtles, because they'll actually flip right back over, I think, if you do that. Come on. Damn it. No, they're starting to overwhelm. Get out of here. Get... How are you not dead? Get... Oh! I could have made this easier for myself with just a quick flick of the torch. There we All right, we need this for the final encounter, which we are about to go to. Here we go. Oh, now I can't reach those. Well, maybe. We'll try it. But it's got to be perfect. Ha 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 ha! Oh, now come over here. Come over here. No! No! All right, there we go. All right. Here we go. Boss fight time. So you want to hit the mask. Whoa. Ow. Uh-oh. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! There we go. Stay back. There it is. Now I think you can just hit him with a sword. Yes, you can. Ow! Uh-oh. Got him! So that one's not too bad. I think the trick there is just keeping up with the hammer strikes, even though the game doesn't give you any real solid indication except for the first time you hit it, that you're still doing damage. Yoink! I did it! I found a piece of quartz! A polygonal piece of quartz.
Lunk, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. This world used to be the Golden Land, where the Triforce was hidden. But because Ganon, the boss of thieves, wished it, the world was transformed. I'm sure he's intending to conquer even our light world after building his power here. He is trying to open a larger gate between worlds near the castle using our powers. But the gate is not open completely yet. If we 7 maidens come together, we can break the barrier around Ganon's hiding place.
Hiding place.
I will tell you where the other girls are held. I believe you will destroy Ganon. I will return to my original form at this time.
Which I assume is some kind of animal.
Do you understand?
No, go ahead and repeat it all.
May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.
And spin move. Alright, so I don't know what else we can do for now that's really going to help. So we only have a few minutes left in this episode. It would help if I started by going in the right direction. The utility of this item is so-so. As a weapon, it's pretty terrible because it has bad range and it's hard to gauge whether or not you're going to hit the enemy by swinging it. It's funny, you would have thought after the second game where they gave Link basically a butter knife to attack enemies with, they would have realized that having a weapon with an incredibly small attack range is a bad idea. And yet, for some reason, they continued to give him items that just... They don't even have, like, an arm's length of attack range. And look at this. Well, I think I know what we're going to do right off the bat here, is we're just going to go ahead and spend the last 400 I have and max out the bombs and arrows. Is this a good use of my... money? Probably not. Am I going to regret it immediately? Maybe. We'll see. Get rid of the like plants. They're not quite like-likes, because like-likes were more, I don't know, giant worm sleeve creatures, and these aren't quite that. pop. Alright. Go fight the Cucumen. I don't know why I remembered them being made vulnerable if you hit them with magic powder. I could swear that's what happened. If you threw the powder on them, they actually became vulnerable to just normal sword swing, but obviously I was not right. Alright, so throw for you. There we go. We'll do bombs first. And then we'll do arrows. And then we'll see what I was talking about with the 10 upgrade. And it's been a while, but I think you might even get one more upgrade to the amount of money you can throw in there. After you get the arrows and bombs to 60, I think you might be able to just throw the full 100 in. Let's try it. Alright, so do the arrows. And they give you the 5 there. So now both of them are at the threshold of doing the final upgrade, and let's see if it lets me do 100. Oh no, I guess it doesn't. I might be thinking of another fountain that we can make use of later, but I'm not 100% on that. Alright, so throw more money. We'll do bombs first. There you go. So now that is the final upgrade, and if you try bombs, she'll tell you literally you can't do it. We're not going to do that. We'll do our final upgrade for arrows. There we go. Alright, we have fully maxed out all of our capacity for both the bombs and the arrows. I don't even know if they let you throw money in at this point. They might, because you could still influence the drop rates for enemies. Yeah, alright. Don't do it! Game's like, wait, you don't want to? No, 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 stop, don't! Alright. I think that's a good stopping spot. We'll try not to touch the bomb there. So we made really good progress, despite the fact that I botched and threw away a bunch of money right before we talked to a monkey that wanted $100 to open the cave door for you. But we still managed to get through within an hour, so I would still consider that a success. That's going to do it for episode 4 of my Link to the Past long play. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.